This is Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff. All the gang's here.
All the gang.
Today is Monday, July 14th, and since we have reached the month of July, there is officially NFL football this month.
You hear
I'm
that?
excited. I'm excited. Just for the prospect of football, not necessarily that game, but I am excited.
We have the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, taking place on Thursday, July 31st, and that will be the Chargers taking on the Lions in what we expect to be an action-packed squaring off of two teams' third and fourth string players.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I was like, where is he going with this? Because I don't see any action packed. But okay, yeah, that's a good way to do it.
With the prospect of NFL football, we also have the beginnings of preparation for the fantasy football season. I received my first notification to get the Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff League back up and running.
Who won that last year?
It was within your household, but it was not you.
God, that's right. Damn. Shit. I regret even bringing it up.
Would you like to make sure that your wife is aware, Jim, that this will be happening?
No, I don't want to make her aware.
Would you like your wife to still be in the league?
Yeah, I mean, if we kick her out, no.
There's no we. We will not be in trouble. You will be bearing the entire
Yeah, no, I'm not
force of
kicking
that
her
one.
out. Hell no.
I don't know, Muff. Wouldn't it technically be you kicking her out?
That is true.
I just
No,
realized
I asked Jim if he wanted her in the league, and if he said no, I feel like Jim has like pretty high stake in the voting situation here.
I do not want you out, sweetie. I would love for you to be in.
Good work. I just realized I was commenting on things and I did not know I was muted, so I have not just ignored everything that's been said. My thoughts were muted. So,
Well, Alex, would you like to share some of those thoughts?
I didn't really have anything super prolific to say. I was just excited about fantasy football coming back and having football in general. And I was worried about
the word prolific. Well done. Prolific. We are growing up.
It's an SAT bingo word for
I
today.
don't think I've even said
Good
a bad
job.
word yet today. Well,
Today?
on the
Or
podcast.
Thank you.
Alex, I mean, you got this nice Hawaiian shirt on. You went to church today, but
Exactly.
still pumping out the curse words.
Wow.
Get right with the Lord.
Hell
I
yeah.
just won't say about him.
Okay, that's fair. Quarterback Season 2 has dropped on Netflix. Has anyone got a chance to watch any of these episodes?
I binged it over the weekend.
Get
Ooh.
it, Nate?
All right, Nate, give us 3 bullet points of things of most interest, because the only thing
Alex,
I've seen
are
is
you
a
okay?
clip.
Yeah, I knocked my phone over onto a bowl that was sitting here.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Call 911.
No, please don't.
All right, Nate, 3 most interesting, important things to take away. The only thing I've seen is the Kirk Cousins haircut thing.
Yeah, Kirk always going to great clips is kind of odd. There was one point in there where he went to a drive-through with his brothers right after a game in Atlanta. I want to say it was a Popeyes, but I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate. And they had no idea who he was.
Would you? If you walked down the street and he passed you going down the street, would you
As a
notice
football
him?
fan, yeah, I would recognize Kirk Cousins.
I don't know, Nate. I really want to test this, but I don't know how. Like, if he was wearing a hat and walking past you, I don't know that you would.
Oh, no, I mean, he wasn't wearing a hat. I mean, he was just driving his car with brothers in his car. He was like, oh, yeah, I've always said I want to stop here after a Falcons game or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And, he's having a full-on conversation with the cashier, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm a Saints fan, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Two or three other things of interest, importance, Nate.
Joe Burrow's a very interesting character, I would say.
More interesting than Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, they're kind of on that playing field. I mean, he goes into his fashion a little bit with his I don't even know what he titled the guy that was in charge of his wardrobe or whatever, and he's kind of just like really like monotone when he's talking about it. And then for Jared Goff, no idea his wife was a supermodel.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought we talked about that.
we may
Who's
have,
it?
and I just didn't remember it. And I'm like, really, Goff? I'm like, of all, I'm like, okay. I mean, he wasn't number one overall pick and everything, but all right.
Who's his wife, Jim? Do you know?
Hot?
So you don't know her name,
No.
Mrs.
Mrs. Goff.
Yeah.
Anything else interesting, Nate?
Seeing Kirk behind the scenes like the last 3 or 4 games when Penix was playing was kind of interesting because you never know how a guy's going to react to that getting benched.
All right. I will probably be trying to catch that over the next week, so maybe more to come as far as opinion pieces. But that leads us just to thank everybody who's interacting with our content on socials. As always, you can make sure you catch us on YouTube, Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff, as well as on Facebook and at Sports Jim Muff on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure that when you get into YouTube, you subscribe, comment on any posts, rate, like, do all the things, all those action verbs.
Yeah. We
Get
need
the
you.
bell on.
There we go. We will have some type of giveaway when we get to 100 subscribers on the YouTube. So if you are not subscribing, make sure that you go in there, subscribe, hit that notification button, and make sure you're liking and doing all of the other things. That brings us into the leadoff. Starting first in the baseball world, as Cleveland Guardians pitcher Luis Ortiz is under investigation by Major League Baseball after a betting integrity firm flagged a pair of pitches that had received unusual gambling activity. These were basically activity on ball strike, one-pitch bets that Ortiz, if anybody has not seen this, pretty much threw in the dirt. For now, he has been placed on non-disciplinary paid leave through the All-Star break. Nate, I go to you. Have you seen these pitches, and have you seen anything else with this?
I have not seen anything additional.
Mhm.
I can understand maybe why the first pitch was triggered. I mean, that one he just completely spiked, not even close to the zone. The second one, I'm like, really? But they said, based on the investigation, it was like I said, it was ball strike, first pitch of the inning, and it was in the same inning as a prior one, just in a different start, which threw up the red flag, I guess. But I don't know. I don't think the second pitch of the two that they showed in the video would have been anything worthwhile, but the first one, maybe, I guess. I mean, when you think of professional guys, like, yeah, they're going to spike one every once in a while, but to start off an inning like that, I don't know.
Was interesting. Alex, Jim, did you see any of this?
That makes more sense whenever Nate kind of describes a little bit like that. Because I was like, I just don't know if that's like, on what evidence do you stand on? Like, do you, like, no one's in his head to say, like, oh yeah, no, he definitely did that on purpose. Like, what if it was just a fluke thing that a lot of people bet ball and he threw a ball?
Jim?
I've not seen anything. I apologize.
I'll look
All right.
for video, Jim, to send it to you.
Yeah, I think you might
Appreciate you.
find something in one of the social message threads, Jim. I'm not telling you need to look back, but I think it's somewhere in there if you wanted to. And Nate will bring it to the top. I think that this is of interest, and with the proliferation of the ways that you can
What
bet.
are we doing? Do you guys have dictionaries beside you? Like, what are we doing?
We are learned individuals, and
Learned
one learned
individuals.
doctor is within this group.
This is
Not a doctor.
crazy.
Yeah,
For legal
Listen.
purposes, I'm going to make sure everyone knows that I am not a doctor.
terminal
I am
degree
not.
in your field. Fair?
I have you're right. I have a terminal medical degree, but I am not a doctor.
I also have a terminal degree in my field.
Good job. See, two terminal degrees in a medical field.
Right. Okay.
We're
Again,
learning
there it is.
podcast. You guys should
Learned.
listen to us.
Yeah, Jim, you should listen to us. I'm going to be interested to see what comes of this later on. I understand unusual betting activity is what flags this, and I'm sure with more information that there could be other activity that's flagged. But the fact that they put him on this leave and he's a pitcher, I feel like there's going to be some outcome that is not in the best interests of Luis Ortiz. But TBD, we'll see what happens after the All-Star break. In the NBA, we have the first ever 7-team NBA trade pop off. This happened since our last episode with Kevin Durant going to the Rockets as the most major piece in this 7-team trade. The teams included were the Suns, the Rockets, the Nets, Warriors, Hawks, Lakers, and Timberwolves. I think this is only possible in the NBA. I don't even know what this would look like if we tried to break down NFL teams attempting
It would not
to
happen.
pull off a 7-team trade.
Would not.
Unless it was like the Browns trading all of their picks for the next 5 years.
This is going to speak more to my like business acumen that I don't have, and like my ability to follow things. But like the second that more than one team is involved in a trade, I get extremely confused and just like keep scrolling. Like I don't know what it is. Like it just shuts me down. Like to think about like money and draft. Like I don't have the like mind of like accounting, banking, things like that, and it's hard for me to follow.
Nate, does this happen in baseball? This like not I don't know 7, but you definitely see multi-team trades.
If you do, it's usually like a 3-team. But I don't think it's as common as you see in like basketball.
Yeah, something about the NBA. It's all that drama.
And Jim, I just sent you the videos in the group on Instagram for you.
Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Also in the NBA, the Knicks hire Mike Brown as their head coach, which during the lead up to this hiring, there had been discussions, reports, and people talking about Dawn Staley getting serious consideration for the role. With that being said, how long in years do we think until we find our first female head coach in the NBA?
I think
Is what's her name still in the league?
Becky Hammond.
Yes. I was like, I know she's with the Spurs. If she's still in the league, I think she'll be the first. I'd say maybe as early as the next 5 to 7.
Okay. There's Nate's thoughts. Becky Hammond, I believe, is back in the WNBA, but had a role in the NBA.
Yeah,
Was she
I couldn't think of her name. I knew she was first.
Was she an assistant coach, or was she strength and conditioning, or what was her?
I think Becky Hammond, I believe, was an assistant coach with the Spurs under Popovich.
Yeah, I think it will be a long time. I think it'll be 15 years. Within 15 years before we'd see a head coach. Now I can see a couple assistants gaining some prominence, maybe, but I think that I still think we're a little behind on like head coaching in the NBA. I wonder the differences between coaching, and I don't know. I would have to think about it and like really look at the games, but like coaching women versus coaching men, and like garnering. Like I think you'd have to have someone come in and be an assistant coach and really make a mark and grow up from there. Like I don't think you're just going to get somebody walk in and be a head coach, like jumping from the WNBA to the NBA. So I think like you have to attribute for the time it would take them to build a reputation in men's basketball.
All right, Jim.
The coach from South Carolina.
Dawn Staley.
I think she could do it. That'd be about it.
Time frame.
Tomorrow. Like I think she'd be the only one that could.
Realistically, when is this going to happen?
Not could do it.
Within how many years, Jim?
Happen.
Yeah. Dawn Staley was the one that was being considered by the Knicks.
2 years where it could realistically the door could be open. When do I think definitely we'll see it? 6 at the least. Like at the fewest, we'll see it in 6 years.
Okay. So, got it. I think there is I think for the Pacers.
You know what I mean? Like 2 would not be surprising.
So 2, 6.
2 would be like, oh, okay.
So you're saying 6 at the most.
6 would be realistic. Anything beyond 6, be like, yeah, okay, about time.
So any time, basically, between now and forever.
2 and 6, between 2 and 6.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I believe the Pacers have a prominent assistant as part of a lot of like their analytics and game activity.
See,
I don't know if that's somebody. It's somebody that I saw in the finals and through the playoffs. Like definitely right next to the head coach, talking stuff up. Looked like they were like scheming and everything. So I think there are more women than we realize in the NBA that are doing
more
we'll
things.
say more major coaching activities than we realize. So
And see,
I would
that's what
say within the next 7. I give it 7 years.
I'm confused. I'm not confused. I'm perplexed with AI and how that will impact coaching in all sports. Because you have like you said, the data analytics of females, and that's typically how they're being brought in. Even in hockey, like that's how they get their start. Um, I think AI will open more doors in that realm. Like you'll have people from all walks of life mastering the data of sports and understanding the data of sports, and that will be their in. And so if you get good at that and utilizing AI, you'll have a better chance of getting in. It will no longer be about like X's and O's from I can write it on a whiteboard and I can rally the team in a huddle from just straight like number crunching and talking to the robot is my like thought.
So you're saying without this uh, advancement and development of AI tools and what's happened over the past like 2 to 3 years, Jim, do you think it would be how long until we saw a female coach?
Oh,
if you're
I
saying
think
that's helping to open doors,
I think it'd be longer. I think it'd be way longer.
like how long?
10
10
at the
plus.
least. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I really
Alright.
don't think like if you look at the NBA, hell, the NFL, like it no longer is that like, all right, boys, gather around. It's fourth quarter and our asses are against the wall. Like the Any Given Sunday speech from Al Pacino. Like I don't think they need that anymore. I don't think that's how players are built anymore. You know, it's all right, look at your iPad. This is what's happened. This is what we think is going to happen 78% of the time. This is what you need to do.
Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You look at your iPad unless you're Johnny Manziel,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't look at it at all.
I kind of see like a little bit of what Jim's saying because when we talk about like a woman in the NBA, my first thought was like not to like. Obviously, I'm all for equal sports and stuff, but just fundamentally, there is a different like a woman getting a bunch of grown men as fired up as like I don't know, Phil Jackson. You know what I mean? Or someone I don't know. I'm picturing like
I don't know if Phil Jackson's the right person to
that's
say
true.
fired
I know
up.
that's why I
Used
was
to
just
make
like
them
thinking of a
meditate.
famous good coach name or whatever. I was like, even if you go to college, like Bobby Knight type guy, like fired
Right.
up, like whatever, that energy, and that's what I wondered. Like, but then like I also didn't think about it. Like Jim said, it is a little bit of a different game today. Like I would still get more fired up by someone like with that passion and energy, but not everyone's like that. So someone that just has the basketball mind and the X's and O's may make that break in today's world versus years ago how coaching was expected to be.
And I'll just bring it back to Ohio State because at this point I'm just going to embrace the role. Like, take Ryan Day and Urban Meyer. Like, vastly different, vast change in the program. Urban Meyer was not necessarily an analytical guy. He was more of a scheme type guy, whereas I think Ryan Day has evolved the program and become the player coach because he's not rally around the troops, let's go. He's more like, this is the numbers, show up, let's go. And I think that's why he's catching a lot of shit from Columbus because we want the blood and guts and the Woody Hayes type style. And it's like, the students are changing, the people are changing. Like, that's nobody was going to respond to that anymore. So I think that does open the door for not just women, but I think you're getting people from all walks of life. Look at the Miami Dolphins coach. Like, he's not your cloud of dust, hammer down, bloody knuckles. Like, he's vaping on the sidelines. Like, it's just a different world. And I think AI technology is going to evolve what we look at as a coach.
Allegedly vaping on side.
Allegedly, yes.
I don't know if he ever. Yeah, I don't think he spoke. Aside from, I think he gave a weird look. Yeah. So this, I mean, we'll see. I mean, there'll be obviously there's head coach openings every year in the NBA and across all sports. So we'll see when we see a female head coach. But I do think the NBA will be the first league that sees it.
Hockey, man. I don't know if it's the first league. Hockey, I think. You shake your head. Seattle will do
I
something.
just disagree. I think basketball first. I think that basketball has been a strong women's sport longer than hockey. Like, women's hockey is getting bigger for sure. But like, even from when I was young, the amount of like women's hockey in the area wasn't nearly what it is now. So I think you're seeing a later jump into the hockey game for women, where women's basketball has been around for a lot longer. That's why I say that.
I don't know, man.
We will see. Last couple of items in the leadoff. We haven't had recording since Independence Day, since the 4th of July, since the Glizzy Guzzling Contest on Coney Island, as Joey Chestnut braved protesters on stage and downed 70.5 hot dogs to take the crown. I did not get a chance to watch this. I was smoking brisket and doing other 4th of July things.
Good thing you
but
jumped
did
in
anyone
with the
watch?
brisket.
Hmm?
Good
That's
thing
what
you
she
finished
said.
that with brisket. I was smoking brisket. Could have been anything you were smoking, but brisket
So
was.
did anyone watch?
Oh yeah, it was gross and made me want to throw up, and that's how I knew I've gotten too old.
Any highlights, Jim, aside from the nausea that you were experiencing?
I couldn't look at the screen. I did it for the kids. I had to keep looking at Joe, and
What
Joe
did
had
the
to keep
kids
looking
think?
at me. Tess was just baffled. She just kept going, "Wow, like this is." And then Zadie, I think, like, because she's my softer, sweeter, she was kind of grossed out, but still couldn't turn away. It was more of a car wreck for her, which I remember being that way when I was a kid. But like, Tess was all about it. I think the washing down the hot dog with water is what got them all.
They need to look at all the other records that Joey Chestnut has.
Ugh.
They really grossed out.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
So Chestnut downed the 70.5 hot dogs and the buns, and I believe the over-under was 71.5, so went under. If you're going to bet, you should have bet the under on hot dogs and buns eaten. I did see this interesting query come out that there was a consideration for a contest where you had to eat a hot dog and then run 100 meters. Who would win, Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt?
Bolt. It's
You
one
think
hot
Bolt?
dog.
One hot dog and bun, and then a 100-meter dash.
And then
Yeah,
100-meter
Bolt all
dash.
day long. That's stupid.
Depending
Okay,
on
how many
how
hot
bad-
dogs you have to eat before Joey
Before it
Chestnut
evens
is
out?
competitive?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was. Well, how many hot dogs? Like, so what we're saying is, how many hot dogs Joey Chestnut will eat before Usain Bolt can run 100?
No. They both have to eat a hot dog and then run 100 meters.
If it's
Alex.
just one, Bolt
Yeah.
still wins.
One Bolt's gonna win.
And
But
how
I
many
get what
hot
you're
dogs do we have to
saying.
get to before this is competitive?
I get what you're saying, because how much of a head start would Joey Chestnut have? Because he can eat so fast of a hot dog.
I think 5.
I was going to say
5 and it's
4 or
close.
5.
You think? I was gonna say probably like 3.
5.
Yeah, I'm in that
What it comes down to is-
3-4 range. I think 5, Joey Chestnut easily wins
What it
if
comes
there's
down
5
to
involved.
is, how fast does the average person eat a hot dog if they're hurrying? And then how
Right,
many?
but Joey can
like,
get 5 done in like a minute.
That's what I'm saying. So how long does it take Joey Chestnut to eat a hot dog?
Well, 70.5 hot dogs in 15 minutes,
10.
right? Is it
Okay,
10?
so-
There you go.
In 10 minutes. So 7
7 hot dogs.
a
Jesus,
minute.
we're using big words
minute.
and doing math.
No,
This is
that's
a
well,
fucking
that's
sports
nonsense.
show,
It's
boys.
No, listen, 7 hot dogs a minute. So you're saying that it will not take Joey Chestnut a minute. Like how? I guess what I'm saying is, so if we get up to like 7, you're saying that it's a minute. He would need a minute extra time. You know what I mean? Like if it takes, let's triple it and say it
No,
takes
I
Usain
don't.
Bolt. Well, no, say it takes Usain Bolt 30 seconds to eat the hot dog. Joey Chestnut doesn't need a 30-second head start to win. He'll be done with his 100-meter dash in that time.
I'm saying Usain Bolt's going to take at least like 3 minutes to eat 5 hot dogs.
No. Oh, so they have to eat the same number of hot dogs.
Yes.
Oh, I thought this is how many should we make Joey eat.
Uh,
And Usain Bolt eats 1 hot dog. Okay.
no, they're going
Right.
head to head. How many hot dogs in a 100-meter dash for Joey Chestnut to win?
Oh.
They are competing against each other, eating the same amount of hot dogs and
Equal
running
hot
100
dogs,
meters.
equal 100-yard dash,
I
bud.
think I'm still sticking with like 3 or 4 because I think that Bolt's gonna. If I was eating hot dogs, about 3. Number 3 is when I'd start slowing down significantly.
Okay. Now, I pose the question to the group. How long do you think it would take you, we'll say, to eat 2 hot dogs and run 100 meters?
Oh, quick.
I'd throw up.
Okay, how long, Jim?
I don't know how
Time.
long. The 100-yard dash is what's screwing me up. I don't
100
know how
meters.
long.
100 meters.
100 meters. How far is that, Muff?
About the same.
Thanks.
It's
Thanks,
similar.
Nate. Fucking
It's a little bit
Muff.
longer than 100 yards.
I don't know. I don't know how long I'm old. I can't remember the last
Yeah,
time
what
I
is
ran
it?
100 yards.
120 yards.
2 hot dogs,
I
120
think I can
yards,
do it in
Jim.
under
How
4
long?
minutes.
I'm pretty sure I can do this in under a minute.
Well,
I'll give myself the minute. Just because I'm old.
Alex, 3 minutes?
I'm trying to picture how fast how fast I can.
Usain Bolt, a world-class sprinter, runs 100 meters in like 10 seconds
Yeah, no. So I'm saying at least 30 seconds for me.
to run.
Yes,
And how long do you eat hot dogs?
that's what I don't know. I want to
Yes,
say like
Alex.
a minute a dog, maybe.
No
so
way.
Maybe I could do it in 3 minutes.
I think you are way underselling your ability to eat a hot dog.
I feel like now I'm going to eat 2 hot dogs to time myself. Are these like boiled hot dogs?
All right, well, we know what Alex is doing this week.
Listen,
Alex,
no, I'm
what?
serious. I can eat a boiled hot dog quicker than a grilled one because it doesn't have all that
Yes.
charcoal and I'm biting and chewing through. A boiled one's just like, boom, boom, boom.
I am really questioning a lot about you right at this moment, Alex.
Why?
Your ability to comprehend simple statements and thoughts, and your extreme inability to visualize how long it takes you to eat a hot dog.
Alex, are you inebriated right now?
No, I swear to God, completely so.
What is the difference in time for you to eat a grilled hot dog versus a boiled hot dog? Because this seems to be a sticking point.
Well, because I feel like a boiled hot dog goes down so quick because it's just like smooth. So my teeth just chomp, chomp, chomp. Where like whenever they're grilled, they have that charred outer edge.
Can we move the fuck on? This is too much.
Yeah, my head's starting to hurt, Muff.
You must have soft teeth or something. This is a problem.
2 minutes.
We're
yeah.
talking about whether he drags on a hot dog.
That's it.
I think we should all. I think this might be an event that we do 2 hot dogs and a 100-meter dash.
I think we found something here.
We did hot sauce last time we visited Jim. This time it's going to be 2 hot dogs and a 100-meter dash. And I have ketchup on my hot dog.
Yes. Tom Brady, Sofia Vergara, Jim. Sports news.
No, it's not sports news. But at
Romantic
least I'm proud of the
involvement.
boy. I am proud of it.
You more or less proud of him from Sydney Sweeney last week.
More proud of it.
More proud of him. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us into some NFL news. Got a handful of things here. First off, the Steelers trade with the Dolphins for defensive back Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith. The Dolphins get back Minkah Fitzpatrick. The teams additionally swapped 2027 draft picks. The Steelers continue to be active this offseason, which is unusual for Steeler teams and front offices to do this much in the offseason, but still have yet to lock up TJ Watt, although there have been reports the Steelers are accepting conversations that revolve around trading TJ Watt. Alex, what do you think about the Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, Minkah Fitzpatrick trade? And do you think that there is any chance that the Steelers will not have TJ Watt on their roster or starting week 1?
I will be extremely disappointed if we don't have JJ Watt or TJ Watt on the team. I think that he has become like a staple of our team. I think we rally around him. I think that, knowing he can the potential to make the big play, I think that we lose a lot as a team without him as a leader and just as crowd involvement. I think that would be a dumb move. The other trade I'm kind of indifferent on. I liked Minkah Fitzpatrick, but I mean Jalen Ramsey's good and Jonnu Smith's good. So I'd say if we only got one, if it was like a 1-for-1, I'd say it was a terrible trade. But getting both of them, needing some help on the offense, Jonnu Smith's not a bad tight end. So I think having him and Freiermuth, I don't know. I think that
and Darnell Washington.
Yeah, and Darnell
Nate,
Washington.
3 tight ends that realistically should be seeing playing time in the Steelers' offense. Do you think this will be a recipe for success?
Early on, I don't think so until they really figure out the workload. But I did see something. I wish I would have screenshotted it or something. Jonnu Smith, I guess, split out a lot last year under Mike McDaniel. So they said maybe he's going to be more like a flex tight end, not an inline tight end like Washington is, because Washington's not going to split out a whole heck of a lot for as big as he is. So they said maybe Jonnu's kind of like your 2A or 2B receiver, and some of these sets can kind of be a mismatch for some safety. So maybe we'll see. But I think if they get into any 3 tight end sets, it's going to be interesting to see. Is it like a traditional like goal line offense, 3 tight ends, or do they split him out? Do they do something with Freiermuth? Because Washington's going to come in there to like block or go out in the flat. He's not going to go stretch the defense.
Right. Jim, TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Do you think he's week 1 starting in the Steelers lineup?
No. I'll go with no.
Okay. Do you think he will be on the Steelers roster
Yes.
week 1? Okay. So a bit of a holdout leading into the season is your thoughts.
Yes.
All right. I'm pretty pumped about the Jalen Ramsey situation, Minkah Fitzpatrick. There have been further, we'll say, people digging into some of the press conferences from last year that there may have been a player on the Steelers defense that was doing a little bit more freelancing and causing some issues on the defensive side. And with this trade, many believe that Minkah Fitzpatrick was that player that other players were alluding to but never calling out, at least in the media room. So I'm excited to see Jalen Ramsey and the role he has in the defense at corner and maybe doing some nickelback and maybe some safety work as well. Moving on, we have the Browns, rookie running back Quinshon Judkins in some hot water. Former Ohio State, current Browns rookie, got himself booked over the weekend. So, Jim, what do we know about this? And I know you had some initial thoughts, and we can get into more of the details on where we all stand. Is this an issue with the Browns culture? Is this an issue that maybe there should have been more understanding prior to drafting him? And where do you think this puts him for this rookie season?
This is an enigma, and it's crazy to me. Most domestic football issues, when it breaks, there's a story, there's Twitter heat, there's finger pointing, there's blah, 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 blah. I would even go so far as to say that, like, Columbus will ride with it if it's an Ohio State guy and you can catch something. Radio silence. Radio silence. TMZ broke it and then didn't say anything else. There's nothing on Twitter. Nobody picks it up. And it's a relatively slow news day. So, like, what are we doing? Like, this does not feel normal. Now, I'm not making a decision whether he's innocent. I'm just saying it's a slow news day. Okay? Also crazy that, like, I did some background of, like, because I didn't really know Quinshon Judkins, that he was a transfer. Just deep scrolling in pursuit of, like, trying to figure out the news situation. And the only thing you could find was a tweet here or there, maybe 3 tweets, maybe, that was like, he was a locker room toxic person at Old Miss. That's it. And then, but everything else, you can find 2 or 3 tweets that were like, he was great at Ohio State, no issues. So we're talking maybe 6 tweets out of a long scrolling about the entire situation. That's it. And then some asshole posting the Ray Rice video of the elevator and trying to say it was Quinshon Judkins. That's it. So I know nothing, man.
We know what we know.
Yep.
So, Nate, we've had Shedeur Sanders get to speeding. We've had Quinshon Judkins with this situation. Do we think there is a larger issue with the Browns, their culture, and maybe their draft considerations? Or maybe, I'm going to say the type of player they're bringing in, because, I mean, there's a large difference between Shedeur Sanders going 100 miles an hour and what Quinshon Judkins has been booked on and awaiting whatever's going to happen after this trial, civil, whatever it may be. Do you think there's an issue in the Browns and their culture?
I mean, you can say that given 2 high-profile names that they drafted. I mean, I think there's going to be something said to not only the rookies but to the team overall when they get into camp. I mean, you think when they bring Deshaun Watson in and there's all that outside noise, now you got this from 2 rookies. It's like, okay, what else is going to go with Cleveland? Like, what are they going to do next? Are they going to, not to make a joke about it, but it's going to come off as one. It's like, what are they going to do now? Bring in Justin Tucker? It's like, you think of Cleveland, it's like, it's always negative, negative, negative. Like, what's going to be next? Like, if I'm Stefanski, like, very first thing, I'm like, I'm having a come to Jesus moment with my team. It's like, look, guys, we got to right this ship right here, right now.
That's it. Got to figure. I mean, there's nothing they can do about what has happened. They can only move forward. Unfortunately, like you said, this has been one thing after another with the Browns. I mean, you have Deshaun Watson. I'm sure there's other things that have happened that are just so low profile, but have involved players.
But yeah, the past 2, especially with the rookies, it's like, all right, do we have, like you said, something with drafting players with poor character? Is there no veteran leadership? But I mean, like, they've only had rookie mini camp and they've had OTAs. I mean, they haven't really had that. I mean, from the outside looking in, they really haven't had that time to have like a mentor per se from a veteran.
Yeah. Alex, do you think that demonstrates a gap maybe in what some teams do or what the NFL does in putting players in positions to be successful and not have these problems before they even get truly into the mini camp or the training camp situation?
I mean, I guess you could implement some kind of like mentorship program, but no, because I mean, think about normal people that come out of college and go to a job. Like, you're expected to behave, like, period. So to me, and I'm not just saying this because I say the same thing, like, you know, sure, whoever, if one of the Steelers rookies, like, I mean, you're a human being. You're still not supposed to be getting in fights. You're not supposed to be driving 100 miles an hour. So, like, no, I don't really fault the NFL for this. Like, you have to be able to personally handle the spotlight. And whatever you have to do, whatever kind of soul searching you have to do to know that you're not beyond reproach and that you are, you know, a human being and expected to behave in society like every other human being, then that's on you. And I think it's unfortunate that they both happened to the Browns. It makes them look pretty bad, but realistically, I mean, what else are they going to do? I mean, there are rules in America. You don't beat people up and you don't speed. So it's not like they didn't make rules about it. And I'm sure that there's no secret rule in the Cleveland Browns where they're like, it's okay to speed. Like, follow the rules.
Ultimate rule follower, Alex.
I'm not an ultimate rule follower, but there's a difference between going 80 and a 75 and 175.
I don't know how he got back to Shador, but proud of you.
You're the one that brought up Shadur, and would you rather me have gone off without it?
I didn't bring up Shador.
Did we not talk about the Brown? Did we not?
But you ended on Shador. Like,
stop talking. Was my question posed to me, did it not have to do with the Browns, which would include Shadur Sanders and Quinshon Judkins? Did I not several times say it is not okay to beat somebody up?
You did. But
Okay.
you ended very strong on the speeding.
It was an easier example. Just because somebody pisses me off walking down the road, I know that it is illegal to turn around and punch them in the face. Is that better?
Okay.
We don't know what happened, but I'm assuming when it's battery and domestic and all that, it's probably because you beat someone up.
Okay. Alex's thoughts on life, as well as, how people interact with each other. I'm be interested to see just what happens moving forward with this, especially with, as Alex and everyone has said, Browns going into training camp, potentially having these issues to address, as well as just not having been successful and trying to figure out QB1.
I contend that when drafted to Cleveland, your level of give a damn decreases.
Do we think Cleveland's cursed?
I thought about it. I mentioned it in the tweet and the text message group here. And then I've thought about it all day, and my contention is it's not cursed, but the player's level of give a damn goes down. You're no longer vying for a championship. You know that when you're drafted. So your level of caring, I don't know the percentage, but it goes down. That's not excusing any of their behavior, but their self-awareness is, fuck it. That's what I contend.
All right. If that's the attitude, we can live with that, and Steelers pick up 2 wins in division throughout the year.
You know what? They deserve it. Because if you think, the Steelers are the organization that brought me to this thought process, right? Like, the Steelers are a very serious organization, take themselves very seriously. The coaching, the ownership has a level of class that they want to enforce. They will cut you if you're a moron. Whereas the Browns are like, Deshaun Watkins, come on in, buddy. And Shadur, you're a lightning rod for hate. Come on in, buddy. Like Johnny Manziel, you planted a flag in the center of Ohio.
Baker Mayfield.
That was Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, my fault. Come on in, buddy. Like, they don't there's a level of expectation that they don't have.
There it is. Cleveland rocks.
They're the party school, man.
They're the party school. Yeah. If Cleveland's really thought of as a party city.
But the team thinks of themselves that way.
All right. So, Cleveland. Jim says we call them the animal house of the football world? Of the professional football world, I should say.
Yeah. Whereas, I'm still trying to figure out what Cincinnati is, though.
What were the nerds? Revenge of the Nerds.
They might be the hippies.
All right. Yeah, Joe Burrow's got that going on.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Also in the NFL, we got Darren Waller coming out of retirement. He'll be joining the Dolphins, who traded a 2026 6th-round pick to the New York Giants, who had Waller's rights in exchange for Waller and a conditional 2027 7th-round pick. Waller shared in some of this post or lead-up that when he retired, he was very, very much in part because he had been placed in more of a fullback role than a pass-catching role in many, many sets with the Giants. With the Dolphins trading Jonnu Smith to the Steelers, Darren Waller obviously is supposed to help replace that role. Do we see success for Darren Waller coming back out of retirement to the Dolphins? Nate.
I think you can see it if we get glimpses like we did of it when he played with the Raiders. I don't know if it's going to be right away. I mean, whenever he was retired, like, was he still training like he was going to play? Like, what sparked it goes, oh, yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't seem like
Jim.
he was retired very long.
Yeah. No, it was was it 2 years or 1 year?
I think just one.
Yeah. Jim, Mike McDaniel, Darren Waller. Is this a good union?
I think so.
Alex,
It'll work out.
what do you think about this?
I don't know. I don't think that coaching matchup will be like one way or the other super strong.
All right. In a JPP situation, Najee Harris had a fireworks mishap over the 4th of July weekend, sustaining a superficial eye injury. Agent came out and said that it will not impact his ability to fully participate in training camp or in the preparation leading up to the regular season. Nate, you saw this first in our group, I believe. Do you have any additional information? And how do you feel about fireworks injuries and mishaps in NFL players?
I haven't seen anything else other than what you said. So it makes me wonder, like, what exactly did happen. There's not a lot of news on this. But again, when you're paid that much money, have someone else set off the fireworks and stay the hell away.
Yeah, I don't get that. You're absolutely right.
I mean, from what I saw, it's not him that actually set the firework off. It happened to someone else who sustained a serious injury, and he just happened to be like a little too close and something went wrong or whatever. But yeah, stay away from fireworks if you're a professional athlete.
I feel like Nate needs to be part of a commercial and just a general announcement to
That would
all
be so
professional
awesome.
athletes.
Like him dressed up as the referee, but also like referee of fireworks. I would probably say we need to do that if we're still in the podcast game, which we should be. But I would love to film Nate doing a podcast reminder type thing of fireworks in his referee uniform. Remember,
Time out.
kids.
Using actual like NFL signals for things.
Yes.
I know we need more of a Fire Marshal Bill kind of thing here.
No. I want formal Nate throwing flags, blowing the whistle.
One of you guys can be the patient. I'll bring some stuff. We'll like wrap up your hand and like do some fake blood, and I'll wear my
Yes.
scrubs and be like, "You don't want to visit me."
Right.
Wait, he's the doctor that pulls stuff out of people's butts. No, I don't want to see him.
Don't touch me.
We can even have a segue into like Alex. Like, do not shoot the bottle rocket out of your ass.
Yes,
We're into it.
4th of July safety from sports stuff with Jim and Muff. When you're done using the bottle for bottle rockets, don't dispose of it in your butt. Put it in a trash can.
Get back, Terry. Get back.
Back up. All right. Yep. We're going to put a pin in that because that's definitely something that needs to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Next, we'll say next April, May, June.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And last in the NFL, Ndamukong Suh has retired.
That makes
I saw
me
this
sad.
and this was just of interest to me. I mean, I know he hasn't had a prominent role in any teams recently, but definitely a polarizing figure at the height of his career. Had some suspensions, stomped on people, just, I don't know. A career that I expected to have a little bit more luster and highlights all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of the NFL into college football. This is an interesting one, boys. We got BYU, conduct, honor code policies, sexual activity, and a way to skirt the transfer portal. Now former BYU quarterback Jake Retzlaff is finding. I don't think this is a unknown way to kind of bypass some of the transfer portal stuff, but he has withdrawn from BYU to avoid a 7-game suspension tied to a violation of the university's honor code. So he's withdrawn, and instead of entering the transfer portal, he's simply going to enroll somewhere else and then join their football team, which gets all these transfers restrictions if they exist out of the way. Retzlaff was facing suspension after admitting to premarital sex, a violation of BYU's honor code that surfaced during his responses to a civil lawsuit of alleged sexual assault in 2023. which I do not believe. I didn't see any culpability or anything related to that civil suit. But 7 games, premarital sex. What do we think? BYU. This is BYU, obviously. Different types of rules.
Yeah, I disagree with it, but I mean, it's coming from BYU. The NCAA saying, "Hey, good for girl, that'd be a lot." But like, my question is more like logistically. I don't understand. He's like, can't anyone then just unenroll and re-enroll somewhere else?
What I don't know is like scholarships and how that stuff works. Like, transfer portal is saying I'm willing to go somewhere else, but I need you to pick me. I think if you withdraw, I don't like the admissions procedures and like how you get on the team looks different. Like more like you're a senior coming out of high school as opposed to already in the system.
Yeah, and the fact that he hasn't found a home yet, I think, is worrisome for him.
Yeah. I expected there to be a little bit more action on this a little bit quicker. Maybe this civil lawsuit is still in play and people don't want to touch it
It is
yet.
not.
It's done. It has resolved.
I believe it's done.
Was there any culpability or finding of not guilt or innocence in this point, but civil?
The case was dismissed in late June.
Okay.
Following
So-
a joint motion by both parties.
Okay. So a mutual agreement to dismiss the case.
Yes.
Okay.
But because he didn't allege, he
admitted to having sex.
but in here it says he denied. So he denied the allegations that were brought forth to him as far as the bad stuff.
Right.
But
said,
admitted
we had
that
sex.
we had sex and it was consensual.
Yeah.
He broke the honor code
Right.
because you can't have sex at BYU before marriage.
Right. Only
And
soaking
then he would have
wet in
been
school.
he would have had to sit out half a season for breaking the honor code.
Right. Yeah, that would be BYU's punishment, not the NCAA's.
Right.
But-
And if you play NCAA 2006 or 2026,
Yeah.
that honor code can get you suspended in the game.
Really?
Yeah, saw a couple TikToks about it.
Wait, so if you have premarital sex, you can get suspended from being allowed to play the video game?
No, in the video game, your character.
That was a joke.
Alex,
That was a
your
joke.
mind is going other ways.
That was a
today.
joke.
We don't know with you tonight. Have to make
Was
sure.
it a joke? I'm unsure.
It really was, I swear.
All right, and last, in some college football stuff, Deion Sanders is advocating for a salary cap in college football, noting that it would help even out the competitive landscape in a sport that is already becoming more like the NFL. I don't think Deion is the first to say this or advocate for it, but it may be the most prominent at this point in the coaching world.
His
Salary cap
contention,
college football. Go.
his contention is that the big time players are making big time money, and that those who aren't, did he just drop out? I hope Alex is having technical issues, because if it's Dion and he just dropped out, that would be amazing. But he contends that big time players are making big time monies at schools, and those that aren't are then transferring to other schools. Like players that don't deserve $1 million are now going to other schools because they can get $1 million. And he thinks a cap would make this better.
That's probably the smartest thing that's coming out of his mouth in a while.
That's what I said. I was like, well,
Now,
that's
if
hell
you're
of
going
a...
to say a cap, is there going to be well, I guess there's already intended to be a floor with some of these settlements. Like,
I don't think there would be a floor even with the settlements, right? Because I can spend however much money I want.
right, but there's going to be the floor of the money that you have to have available to pay.
Right. I
Not
gotta
necessarily
have
just a
X in the
football, but
coffers,
just right.
but that doesn't mean I can have more.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that you kind of have we'll say, a currently arbitrary floor.
So there's a floor, but
And
not
the
a
ceiling.
ceiling. The ceiling, right?
Right,
I'm mixing
and
my
this
words up.
is instituting the ceiling.
Right.
Which I mean, I'm in agreement that this is definitely, you may as well get ahead of this and do it now.
Yeah.
and figure out where the problems are, and then you can adjust what that cap is, as opposed to letting this continue to spiral out of control for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then realize, oh crap, we're going to have to bring it back because there's already 30, 40, 50 million dollars, and we would rather see this in like the 20 to 25 range.
Here's the problem. One, Deion Sanders makes sense, so you know we're not going to do it. Two, by doing that, it would shine a bright, bright light at the inequity between programs. Because to your point, if we set it at 50, and places like, I don't know, name a small D1 school, can't even get to 50, Delaware, like, and
Delaware
Ohio
D1, Nate?
Yeah,
Or
Delaware D1.
They sub.
No, they're D1.
Remember, they're D1.
And they can't get to 50. That NCAA does not want that to be known. So like that's why we don't have a cap, because nobody wants to spotlight the fact that like maybe we should put the ones that can afford 50 in their own league.
I mean, yeah, the more that things progress and the more there's talk of the salary cap, the more I'm like almost in favor of, we'll say more universal.
Let Alex back in.
More universal college football stuff, and having something more similar to like what happens with soccer, like international soccer clubs, like relegation. Like you earn your way in, and if you don't perform, then you earn your way out. Like, and there's 4 or 5 major conferences, and each year the bottom 2 spots get relegated to whatever the next division down is.
Yes. I love that idea. But again, that makes a lot of sense. And so it won't happen.
Yep.
Alex is trying to get back in.
Hey!
We're trying. We're trying.
It's my
probably not room. Gonna happen. Oh, he switched rooms.
Can you hear me?
He was in the kitchen. Now it looks like he's in his basement with his grandma.
Oh no, it's my living room. Well,
okay.
Where are we? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah. I know. I feel
now
like
it
that was
does sound like
aliens have you ignorant today. Oh no. Well, where are we?
Well, you left when we started talking about
No,
Deion
I actually
Sanders.
kind of agree with I know. I feel like that was the world being like, don't say anything ignorant today. Just let it be. I agree that there should be a limit.
Fair enough.
Do you have any thoughts on Deion advocating for a salary cap in college football, Alex?
No, I actually kind of agree with him on that.
Oh.
What?
I agree that there should be a limit.
I am shocked.
Do you think Shedeur Sanders is going to perform well as a rookie in Cleveland?
No.
Okay. Yep. At least we have to even you out here. Good with the bad. All right. Anything else in college football?
7 weeks away, boys.
Amen.
Happy Gilmore.
Buddy. All right. That brings us into other interesting news in sports.
Interesting news in sports.
Starting with whoever put this golf note in here.
It looks like Happy
Gilmore. Have you seen the Happy Gilmore putter, Muff?
I did, and I do not want to spend $450 on it.
$450. I need to know what the average price of like the best putter is.
I mean, you're spending $200 to $300 plus for Scotty Cameron putters. That would be like, that's the name. If you're thinking of the putter world, a Scotty Cameron designed putter.
And that costs how much again?
You're looking. I mean, you can probably find them. You can probably find some of the late, like the earlier models for 100, 150.
Still, Grandpa?
Well, I forgot. I moved rooms. I didn't think about 40. Okay, I'm staying still now. I'm not touching it.
You moved rooms and have no idea what speaker and microphone work is here.
I know. I was like, I forgot that you could see me moving. Okay, I'm staying still now. I'm not touching it.
We can hear you moving. It has nothing to do with the seeing.
No,
blowing out your drums. We'll say 125 to 350, 400 for some good Scotty Cameron putters, Jim, and you can pay more for them if you want.
Would people? So you're telling me paying $450 is a normal thing?
Golf equipment is
Not what I
a world
asked.
is world that you don't want to get into, Jim.
I said for a putter.
I'm just saying overall golf equipment costs more than I think you understand.
So the average
High-level
price
golf
of
equipment.
a good putter.
You can get $100, $200.
Okay, so $450 is ridiculous for a hockey stick putter. Yes,
$450 is ridiculous for a putter.
thank you. It's cool as shit. But
For
like,
that, it better
no,
be autographed.
right,
I better have automatic putter ball and hole abilities.
right, and open a beer.
It might. Maybe it has a bottle opener on the back. We just don't
I
know it.
hope.
All right, next in the MMA world,
Our guy, Derek Lewis,
boy.
knocks his guy out in 35 seconds.
I did
Moons the
see
crowd
that he took
and
his
says
pants
his
off.
next opponent is going to be his wife with lots of ground and pound, baby.
Do we
Our
expect
guy.
anything less from
No.
Derek Lewis?
I did see
He's the man.
that he took his pants off.
he's a man.
I don't know, Muff. After that performance, I think he's the man.
Thank you.
I mean, I saw all of this and it's like, well, I expected. The moon the crowd thing, like that's part of his normal celebration, right?
Yeah, he's got to get naked.
Right.
His balls were hot.
His balls were
Yeah,
hot.
that was that. I was trying to think of what that quote was, and Nate, you got it. Yeah, they may still be hot today after he
putting in work.
did his work. In the hockey world, the Panthers and Brad Marchand agreed to a 6-year extension. This, along with most of the Panthers lineup returning, means that they are setting themselves up for a possible three-peat with their Dairy Queen runs and team dinners. Do we think the Panthers have a reasonable chance for the three-peat, Nate?
If they can stay healthy, maybe. But I don't know. That's a lot of hockey in 2 years. I mean, to be able to, as we're sitting here in mid-July, it's like, oh, by the way, preseason games start in September.
Right.
So it's like the season just ended, and it's like, all right, guys, get ready to ramp it up. Oh, and by the way, new CBA, we're going to 84 games.
And glue your parts back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. The good news is that many of them are probably still riding the buzz from their celebration, their post Stanley Cup celebration. But I thought that was, I think this is interesting, right? This is just one of those situations that it seems we have this great culture, this great franchise that is winning and seems to be doing things in a positive way. But we got that going on. Also in the hockey world, former players, former enforcers, who has seen the golf course fight video? Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, not a good look for old buddy picking the fight.
Not a good look. He issued an apology.
I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I saw he issued an apology.
He pretty much said, this is what happens when you play 36 holes of golf and drink all day. Inevitably, something stupid will happen, and I did something incredibly stupid. Jim, have you seen this?
I have not.
You need to go back and find this, because this is what happens whenever regular people try to get big with somebody that used to be in the NHL.
Do you think that guy had any idea this guy used to be in the NHL before this?
I feel like he should have had an idea that he was probably a higher level athlete than the gentleman who picked the fight was. But Jim, bang, bang, bang is all you need to know going into this.
Love it.
And there's also, Nate, if you see this, somebody put like a makeshift, not memorial, but like a little, we'll say, somebody wrote on like a plate and put it on a stick that went in the ground and put like RIP, bang, 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 or something like that near the body of water.
That's awesome.
All right. Last, in the baseball world, the Pittsburgh Pirates are officially on the road, having a below 500 franchise record, as the total win-loss record over this past weekend reached 10,877 wins, 10,877 losses. amid an 8-game losing streak that ended with a Sunday win. How long have the Pirates been terrible? 30 plus years?
Give or take.
No, not 30 plus years.
Jim, I was less than 10 years old whenever they played the Braves to go to the World Series.
Damn.
That is how good the Pirates were before that time period. That it took 30 plus years for them to get to 500
Damn.
franchise winning percentage.
That's terrible.
So we got that going for us, which is nice. And last, this is probably a Nate thing.
Yeah, I saw it as we were getting ready to hop on here. So, yeah, the Pirates suck, but apparently their minor league system is good because today, the day of the recording on Sunday, their high A affiliate, the Greensboro Grasshoppers, combined to throw their second combined no-hitter of the season. I think it was like a 3, maybe 4 pitcher effort.
I'm more interested in the fact that I did not realize there was Greensboro Grasshoppers.
Yeah, I think
But it
that's
is-
where the number one prospect guy, Connor Griffin, is currently at.
Okay.
Who played in the Futures game and got hit by a 97-mile-an-hour pitch in the wrist.
That'll happen. Yeah, we got the Home Run Derby coming up this week. All-Star weekend. Not weekend, but All-Star week for MLB. The Pirates do have O'Neal Cruz who's going to be in the Home Run Derby.
Yay. He'll be... Okay, let's put it now. What are the odds of, A, he's one of the first guys out in his head-to-head, and B, does he set the low bar?
I think the odds are high he'll be out in his head-to-head. As far as setting the low bar, I feel like he's a batting practice king. I feel like he's got that going for him. I think he can, because he can't hit a curveball, but he can hit an 85-mile-an-hour fastball that's coming in.
Do they have the
Toss.
matchup set yet?
What's that?
Are the matchups set yet?
No, I haven't seen matchups set. Well, it was still unknown if O'Neal Cruz was going to participate because over the weekend he suffered a potential leg injury, like a soft tissue thing. And I was even watching the tail end of the game today, and they talked about we're still not sure, but they confirmed it, so he's supposed to be in.
But he's wasn't even named to the All-Star team, was he?
No, he's just a home run derby participant.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Stolen valor?
No, if you're not good enough to make the All-Star team, we don't want you in the Derby. I get it. Nobody wants to do the Derby anymore, but it's like, if I'm going to the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby, it needs to be the All-Star guys.
All right. Anything else we're looking forward to this week in sports?
Another week closer to football.
Yeah, we've got the Open Championship, formerly the British Open. Got that coming up, so it's going to be a great golf weekend for me, everybody.
I'm excited for you, Muff.
All right, I'll have to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning to catch the beginning of that coverage.
No, thank you.
And I will do that probably on Saturday and Sunday.
All right, buddy.
All right, everybody, that wraps up this week's episode of Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff. As a reminder, you can follow us at Sports Jim Muff on Instagram and Twitter, Sports Stuff with Jim and Muff on Facebook, on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, rate, review, poke, like, tickle.
Get that bell on.
Ding, ding.
Thanks, Alex.
Get that bell on. And follow us in the coming weeks as we start to break down some NFL divisions and get into some college football breakdowns, because 7 weeks, Nate?
7 Saturdays.
And 8 weeks until the NFL regular season. I believe or is it 7 there too? 7.5, because it'll be Thursday.
Yeah, 7.5.
All right. Let's do it. Get pumped for football season, fantasy football season, all the football season.
All the seasons.
Good night.